All right, gang, so I have some free agency news, and a pitcher is off the board, and I also have the complete list of qualifying offer accepts and rejects. So let me give you the qualifying offers first. Martin Perez and Jock Peterson are the only two guys out of 14 that have actually accepted their qualifying offer. So Perez is going back to Texas, Jock back to San Francisco. And now guys that have rejected it: Aaron Judge, Trey Turner, Xander Bogaerts, Dansby Swanson, Jacob deGrom, Carlos Rodon, Brandon Nimmo, Wilson Contreras, Anthony Rizzo, Chris Bassett, Nathan Eovaldi, and Tyler Anderson have rejected it. Okay? And meaning whoever signs any of these guys has to forfeit prospects and whatever else, whatever, depending on the tier that they're in terms of penalties. And I put out a video so you know exactly who has to pay what in terms of penalties and whatnot. Now, speaking of that, the Los Angeles Angels have just signed Tyler Anderson, one of the players that rejected the QO, to a 3-year, $39 million deal. They needed pitching. Mark Feinsand just put this out. It's all over Twitter now and MLB TradeRumors.com as well. So one of the first pitchers is off the board, Tyler Anderson. And again, the Angels need pitching. And I wouldn't be surprised if they still got a guy like J-Mo or somebody like that. They need another pitcher too. And the Angels also are not on the highest tier in terms of penalties, so it makes more sense, you know, as opposed to a team like the Padres or the Mets or the Yankees having to pay a boatload for a guy like Tyler Anderson. If you're going to pay a boatload in terms of penalties, it better be for somebody like Rodon or Verlander or deGrom or somebody like that. So this makes sense. And again, that's just the way that it is. And I was surprised that some guys like Anderson and Perez got QOs, and you know, but it is what it is. So again, Jock and Martin Perez are going back to their teams, okay, and everybody else is free agent now. And again, now we know that Anthony Rizzo as well as Aaron Judge have rejected qualifying offers from the Yankees, so they're free to secure deals from whoever they want now, okay, for as long as they want, for whatever, it doesn't matter. And if they walk, the Yankees get, you know, depending on which team signs them, and I'm hearing that the Houston Astros are hot on Anthony Rizzo's feet now too, so I would keep an eye on that. They're not on the highest penalty either tier, but that said, the Yankees are still primed to gain either draft picks or international signing money, or in some cases both. So if they don't re-sign these guys, I'm guessing that, you know, they're probably gonna still try to re-sign them. But you know, with regards to, I mean, there's a couple ways to think about it. I mean, if they're not gonna re-sign Aaron Judge, they gotta replace him somehow. And to me, I'm replacing him with two guys instead of one. There's not one individual player who can replace Judge's production. It's just not anybody. It's not possible out there. So that way, I'm going for, like, you know, Andrew Benintendi and the Japanese guy Yoshida. I want to pack up the corner infield spots if I can, or whatnot. So as of right now, the Yankees have 2 holes in the outfield, and they also have a hole at first base. So, and we'll see with Rizzo. And again, I mentioned this before. There's a Japanese player, 21-year-old kid, who's supposed to be here next year. If he's posted, and it sounds like he's demanding to be posted, and it sounds like he's primed to be here. He's going to be the big dog next year, and in first base is open for the Yankees. I expect him to be hot on this kid's pursuit. He had 57 or 56 home runs this past year. He broke the all-time Japanese Hideki Matsui's record for single-season home runs, and this kid is a hulky-looking first base stud. So, and you know, he's the type of guy that the Yankees will go hard after. So I'm really curious to see whether the Yankees punt on certain positions this offseason and wait for next offseason because of guys like this. But I could see Rizzo, if he doesn't come back, being replaced by somebody like Josh Bell or even Jose Abreu on a short-term deal, or just move DJ over to first and he can credibly play there while they let kids, you know, Peraza and Oswaldo Cabrera, and give kids like Anthony Volpe a chance as well. So there's a couple different ways the Yankees can do this. So, but that's the list, gang. Qualifying offers, everybody rejected, everybody accepted. You have them all now. And the first major signing in free agency, Tyler Anderson. Aside from the bullpen guys, he's one of the big starters who's now off the board with the Los Angeles Angels. I'll keep it coming, gang. You know what to do if you don't want to miss it. Talk to you later.